Okay, what I need to do is this bag here, I'm going to put a nice highlight in there. That allows me not to hit as hard, again control, but go in deeper. Not only that, but this part here will hold the edge for me and bring it over as I'm hitting it. So that's what we got here. I'm going to put a panel in there. I'll get rid of this. And I'm going to mark where I need to block. I got the line on the outside only. So I'm going to get my small blocking hammer and put a little bit of a blocking. Okay, I'm going to mark from the outside where I need to block. Okay, doc, let's go and block. You notice I open it back up and the panel's coming over? Watch. See, it's coming. And another thing I want you to watch, that I just don't block bang, 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 one hit anywhere. You must be very constant and fairly precise. No, you know, none of that. Okay, so let's keep going. Use the little hand for that. Check it. A little bit more. Check it. A little bit more through here. Open it up. This is coming too far. And of course, you keep away from that edge because that's actually slowly shrinking. Now, as you can see, this is going too far already. So can you imagine what would happen if you shrink there? This would be like this, and then you can't wheel it because that's not the shape of the it's not the shape of the panel. So if you keep blocking here and open it up and start shrinking, well, this will be round, and how are we going to wheel it? So if anything, I'm going to try to back it off and stretch it a little bit, so this bottom part here stays relatively the same. Okay, so first I'm going to open him up first, and you can do it this way. If you're not strong enough, put it in there, just hit the damn thing back. That will stretch it a little bit as well. Now, of course, this exercise is just to show you how I go about it. I wouldn't have enough time to show you everything, but you saw the end result, you saw the marking, you saw what I'm doing. Then it's only a matter of getting your right wheel, and slowly start wheeling, check it, eyeball it, make gauges. I'm not going to use gauges on this. I'm just showing you the principle of it. Okay, so what we got here? Now we got panel coming around. I don't know what I've done with my profile, but let me go and find it. See this? Not necessarily it's all coming from the center here. Don't forget, the two ends here are coming down. So if you can imagine, this would be, say, I don't know, 3-4 mil down, remember? These edges. And this 3-4 mil down, that'll be a lot closer. Which means you're not blocking as much. Which means you're not making a huge bulge there. Because down here, it's nowhere near that much shape. It's a lot flatter. It's sort of about there. But I'll show you how to get that in a minute. So let's bring these sides down a little bit first. And the way to do that is to block a little bit there. And then open it up. And you can clearly see that's coming over. So that's probably as much as you want to do now. Don't go. When you're doing a job like this, you've got to keep control, because if it gets out of control, then boy. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. And we're going to open him up. And of course that goes without saying, that profile there is also important, because the more you open that, the rounds go. The more you close that, the straighter will get. So I'm not going to bother, I'm going to go by eye, but I just thought I'd remind you. This is coming around. The more I try to open it, the more round it comes. So you've got to use your discretion and keep going on the buck. Keep going on the buck. Or add profiles or whatever needs to happen. You need to know where to block and when to block it. If you just go bang, bang because you saw someone else doing it, you're going to get in trouble. put him up again. You can clearly see that's coming up, and that's what you want. Okay, see all this? Don't worry about that yet. That's because the panel is shrinking. Not only shrinking there, but it's shrinking here. But I'll show you how to get rid of that. Now, that is to show you how to proceed in a job like this. I won't be able to finish it because it'll take too long, but I just want to show you how I do it. And if it's wrong, I've been doing it wrong for a long time. Trust me. Now I'm going to show you something as well with a texter, with a pencil, so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the pattern. Have a look at that setup. 2 lines coming across. Now I'm going to mark it on this and show you. And of course, where the nose, that part there. Yeah? That's where you need the extra material to get it going around and to have material in order to then bring it back up. Just like I mentioned before, when I said I'm going to reblock it a little bit, finish it off, anneal it and take it over. So you can see the similarity right there, look. Okay? Okay, now we're going to check it and look how far around that panel came already. Okay? Now what I'm going to do, before I do anything further, I'm going to clean all this up. I'm not going to go on the wheel and start pulling down, and because you're not going to get anywhere. You know, I can go on the wheel and start wheeling and that'll come down to the kingdom come. This will stretch too far, blah, 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 and you're in trouble. It's already gone too far. I don't like it, but I'll show you how to fix it. So I'm going to take all that stress out now with the blocking hammer onto the wooden block. Okay, let's go. This is a flat part of the block. Okay, see the big twist in there? Don't keep going. Trying to fix it as soon as you can, to a point. So what we're going to do, and as you noticed, there's some shrinking going on here, but I also stretch it afterwards, because the more I stretch it a little bit, that will relax. We don't want that this way. It's going to be hard to bring back. So, now the twist is caused by here. Don't go and twist it there. The twist is caused by this. So what you do, you just work on this. There we go. There's a little bit of that. Don't panic yet, because that's natural. That's the panel is full of stress. Okay, so a little bit more. Again, I repeat, I'm just going to show you the theory behind it. Then you can practice. Even here, I'm trying to keep it the way that it should be. See, even in here. Now see, they became, remember before it was too far round? Have a look at that now. Still a little bit there, but not a big deal. Now the first thing I've got to do now is check if it creates a hollow, because if it puts a hollow here, that could be the problem, the twist. So I literally eyeball it, and sure enough, there's a hollow there. So what I'm going to do, before I go any further, I'm going to hold it this way, wheel it this way. I'm not going to wheel it that way. I'm just going to get that hollow out. Okay, let me show you something. See that? See the edge? It's actually concave. Well, we don't want it concave, we want it the other way. So the best way to do that is to put it on the wheel, put a little bit of pressure on it. Oh, let's get rid of this first. Almost forgotten. Just a little bit there. Just get rid of that hollow. Again, look. No pressure, Ma. Okay? Just pull it down a bit if you have to. Use your hands and keep it the same. Pull it down a little bit. Maybe a touch more pressure. There we go. Just get rid of that hollow. That's all you want. Eyeball it. It's close enough. Now, we want to bring this edge back to at least flat. It's hollow, remember? So what we're going to do, we're going to keep wheeling this way, keep holding it the same way, but pull down a little bit. Not too much. Check it. It's not coming, so we need to lift it. So, okay. I'm going to put a little bit more pressure, and I'm going to just lightly come up. Look, put some of that material out there. Look, watch the edge. Watch the edge coming up. Watch this edge, you guys. Not too much. Don't hook it too much. It slowly does it. Look, come up a little bit. Put a little bit of pressure there, because that's shrinking. That edge was shrinking. I'm going to put a few lines there, but doesn't matter about now. Put a bit of shape there. And I'll show you how to bring it back to at least flat for the time being. Got a little bit of pressure there, and I'm pulling upwards. And again, you can feel it. Any way you can at the time being, just stretch it a little bit there. You can see the edges coming. Okay, now we open him up. And we get that edge going again. Okay, again, don't be too much too quick. We're almost there, almost to the end. So now we got to eyeball it. So we got a hollow here, which means that'll be hollow. So now we got to do a little bit of blocking through here again. You can use a baton. I'm going to get it. It is not as severe as the blocking hammer, because you've already done all the severe stuff. So we're just going to put the pin back in there, and we're going to block in there. But I'm keeping it, look, I got my gut here, my arm there, and that's it. Eyeball it, and then there's more in here. Okay, so I'm going to open it up. And put some shape in there. Eyeball it. And a little bit more. Sure does. I might use a blocking hammer a little bit. Make sure you're into that groove. eyeball it. And a bit more. And a bit more. And a bit more. We're going to open it up. And open it up. Okay. Now we're going to stretch that edge a little bit. Not too much. As I mentioned before, don't be too concerned too much with this, because this is governed by this. So you've got to get this pretty right, and you'll find that will get somewhere near it, enough that you'll be able to wheel it. If you're trying to pull that on the wheel now, it bucks like a dog, you're going to put lines everywhere. So now this is probably time to go on the buck and see where we at. Or where's my little sample? Well, there you are, guys. Look at this. That's how important it is to have samples. See, look. Somewhere in the ballpark. Yeah? Okay, now, again, do not worry about this edge until that's 90% right, because this stress here is causing that edge to warp. The stress here will put hollow here on that line. That's what this line is there for. You can't go wheel there. It's flat, or fairly flat. That's where you got to wheel. Remember, that way, and then back here a little bit. That way, and back here a little bit. That'll fix that up. Then once that's somewhere presentable, then you start wheeling again. But I just want to show you how much. Remember the big lump we had there? I'm going to put a ruler there. We had a fairly big lump there. I'll have a look at this. Once that's blocked out a little bit, matter of fact I might twist it now, because that's what it needs. It needs a twist here, see? Let me twist it. There we go. Put it somewhere near it. And we'll probably open that up a little bit. Get it somewhere near it. Give it a bit of a twist there. Put it somewhere where you want it to be. That's caused by that. So you can see, look. But let me show you something. You just got to look at it and find out what is doing that. Now, no good doing any wheeling there. Well, this is in this because you're going to destroy it. Okay, we're 2 rounds, so let's open him up. Okay, let's go on the ground and give him a squeeze. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Let's settle a little bit. I'll check it with my profile again and see what I got to do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to wheel a little bit there. I should be panel beating that with a wooden mallet. But for you beginners, take the stress out of it. If you don't know how to handle it, take the stress out of it with a hammer and dolly, with a wooden mallet on a bench head. Just take all those lumps out. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with the wheel and you don't know how to do it, you'll be better off taking that stress out a little bit. Having said that, I might do that anyway, a little bit, just to show you how I do it. I'll take all the stress out. It's looking a little bit better. See, bit of stress out. I'll come back out here a little bit. Hey, come on, get it all the same. Keep your eyes on that part there. No good having one too close and too open. And I ain't gonna tell you this. What needs? Okay, we're nearly there. And there's a little bit of blocking through here, just a touch. Yep. Open him up here. Open him up here. Push him down there. There we go. Yep. Okay. Now we go on the wheel and take some of the stress out. See, I don't grab it here. Look at the damn thing. I grab it here. Yeah? Put it through there and very slowly, don't squeeze too hard. Okay? Keep it the way it should be. Just don't try to get all the knuckles, don't try to get all the knuckle out at once. Just take the stress out. That's all you're doing, Amma. You might have to do some more blocking. Just take the stress out. I'm gonna turn around and go this way. I'm just going to shape it up. I'm going to use a sharper wheel because it doesn't matter at this point. Remember, we're going to open that up later and smooth it off and then close it again, yeah? I'm gonna go on this side and do the same thing. I'm gonna stretch that edge a little bit, not too much. Don't stretch it too far because you can go too far. If you go too far, you're in the crap as well. Just lift up a little bit, just spread that out, get some sense into it. Go by the feel. Go a little bit more here. And now you can't control anymore, so now you stand on it. Ta-da! Ta-da! The dance. Only when it's open and to roughly the shape from the thing you can tell we're in this shape. While it's hooked up, you can't tell. So eyeball it again. And I tell you what, apart from these two ears, remember we're bringing them down, which I'm going to do that now actually, just a little bit. Because if you remember, this is the wider part. It starts to come down here a little bit. So I might just do that now, just there, on both sides. So I'm going to put a flat wheel on. Okay. Again, no pressure. I'm grabbing it in here. I don't go here and trying to pull it down. I'm grabbing it here. See that? I'm grabbing it. Get it this way it should go. Hook it in. Ooh, too much. Hook it in there and very slowly bring that ear down. Little bit here, like you just did before. Remember I did it before. I went down here and then come back, down here. The process is the same. See? And then the process is exactly the same. Just got to do it slowly. That's it there, look. Just bring it down like that. Come down a little bit, hit the edge a bit, stretch the edge a little bit. Not too much. Yes, get some sense into this thing. Okay, watch my hands here. My hands and my elbow. Watch. There and there, yeah? Because I want to hold it the same way to that is. See, look at that. Again, no good having it in a barrel. It won't work. So This is the panel, this is the way we're going to work this panel. Pull down a little bit. And pull down a little bit more. Just there. If you think you're going too far and pulling too many moons, come back here and go like that. Do the same thing on this side. Don't worry about it, you can see what I'm doing here. Maybe go over there. Okay, down there again, my shoulder here, my hand there, and just pull it down very slowly. Don't yank it, remember? Just slowly there. Just think of what the panel looks like. There's no way you're going to do this if it's in a barrel. You won't know what the hell's going on. Stretch the edge a little bit, not too much. Come back here in the middle, blend it in. Pull down very slowly with no pressure. Very slowly, come in the middle, come down here now. Come down here now, down now, and down now. Then turn around and do the same thing on this side. Grab it, look at it. Grab it, pull it down, okay? Okay, and pull it down. You're eventually going to break it. Okay, here we go. And go all the way through. See, apart from this, which I'll show you how to fix, but look how subtle the top is. So now, we need to get rid of that. So now again, go back in there, put a little bit more pressure on it so you're still willing, and just lift from back here. Lift very slowly, look. 1, 2, 3, because if you haven't got pressure, you put a hollow in it again. Take the pressure off and lift there. A little bit at a time, bite a little bit at a time. You're not after perfection at the moment, you're after taking stress out. Okay, bend it like that, and then wheel it in the center. Again, grab it and wheel that center in. See what I mean? We keep in control. Very rough. As I said, we're not finishing off. The panel's nowhere near finished. You might still have to block it there, which will cause the same thing. But we get in the back somewhere near it. Don't let it go too far. you get into trouble. Back here and again, do the same thing. Now have a look at that panel. It's going around the same way. Now the top is, let me do a bit more here. And hit the edge a little bit too, because you want to, okay? Take the pressure off. And just, no pressure, look. Just look at it like that. Just get everything, you're at the moment you're taking all the stress out of it. You're not doing anything else. But you've got to understand that if the panel is not showing you, or you're not holding the panel the way it's in the car, you won't be able to see, you won't be able to feel, you wheel in the wrong spot, and I don't have to tell you the consequences of that. But look how subtle the panel is now. Before it was all whoppy there. Now you, of course, you check it, and you start the process all over again until it fits the body. Now I've got the other panel there, but just let's go have a look. Let's go have a look where we're at. I've just put the panel in for you guys to see, the good panel, but let's just go have a look how far we are. Realistically, you shouldn't have the panel in there, you should just have the buck, but let's see, eh? Fairly rough, no smoothness done yet, no finesse any on that, but let's have a look, eh? Let's have a look which way we're going. Not far away. Now, let me just put it, all it is, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Too much of this will curl it and straighten it. Don't forget, too much of wheeling this way, too much wheeling this way will curl it that way and straighten out, gives you the wrong reading. Too much that way will give you the right reading that way, but it can get too full. And if you look at this, it's fairly flat through here. It's got to, remember, it's got to run in. It's got to run in. This might have a little bit of, I can always touch it up, a little bit more of wheeling through here, just there, but nothing much. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on the blank number 1 that fitted it before, just to see. Sample number 1, and let's see how far away you are. Okay, this is a lot smoother. This is a lot smoother, but let's see where we're at, eh? Let's see where we're at. Okay, as you can see, what needs to be done here, is to come up more by blocking. A little bit more here through here, from here all the way down. Don't block here, block there. That'll bend. Take it back, block, take it back, block, take it back, block, take it back, until it comes around. But I tell you what, if it wasn't for that part being up, remember the damn stress that we had on it before? It was all over the joint. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that, or even the other one, sample number 2. They all have been worked on the way that they go in the car. So what I'm saying to you is, whether you're making a Ferrari, a Austin Healey, a Datsun, a Jag, it is not good trying to achieve this panel and wheel it like that. Okay? That's all I'm saying to you, because you're not going to see anything. Now, how the hell are you going to see what's going to happen there when that's not the shape that it should be? Even if I exaggerate it a bit. How are you going to do that? You're going to wheel in here more than everything, And as I showed you before, when the panel goes down, you're going to have a ball here. And that's exactly what you don't want. Because if you've got a ball here, then you'll have to blend it in overall, and by that time you are too full. So keep the panel the way that it should be. Okay? Now I hope you enjoyed this. It's just a quickie, and the reason that we did this quickie is because we were supposed to be doing the Ferrari nose, but I didn't give the guy that gives me a hand and Neil, his name is, I didn't give him enough notice. It's my problem. So I had the cameraman set up, and I'm thinking, Neil can't come because I didn't give him enough notice. So let's work on something that is possibly useful for you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and next time we will be doing the Ferrari nose. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again. Bye.